So at 7 o'clock we'll take a break because everybody complained that they didn't have time to get to the guitar crawl part. And so from 7 to 8 there's a little break, and then from 8 till midnight, you know, at that point people can go back to their motels or wherever and sober up for a few minutes or whatever. Have dinner. You know, it's a long day. Okay. So,
and the venues get to prep a little bit for the night.
The venues get to regroup and circle the wagons and get everybody ready for that night. And so then it's the guitar crawl from 8 till midnight. And
we have four bands.
There's 2 bands in each of 3 venues. So there's 6 bands at the guitar crawl. And that's going to be Charlie Butts and the Filter Tips here at Sapelo.
And Wasteland.
Yeah, and then at 8 o'clock, I'll do the 8. I'll do the 8 o'clock. Okay, so at 8 o'clock. No. There'll be. You can interject all you like. Charlie Butts and the Filter Tips at Sapelo here, and then CD Woodbury will be a CD Woodbury band will be over at VFW, and then the Billy. No. Billy D and the Hoodoos.
Billy D and the Hoodoos.
Will be at the Elks, and that's all at 8 o'clock. They play for 2 hours, so there's enough time to catch like 40 minutes of each band.
And they're all worthwhile.
And they're all great bands.
Yes, they are.
And so the idea is, because by this point we usually have 350 to 400 people running around, and so that was, so we spread it out between 3 clubs, and everybody just, you know, come check out these guys for a little bit.
It's called the crawl for a reason.
That's why it's the crawl.
Crawl.
Thank you. And so then at 10 o'clock it'll be
I've got
the Wasteland Kings here at Sapelo, and then Gary Winston and the Real Deal will be at the VFW, and Tuck Foster and the Moss Rights will be at the Elks, and that goes from 10 till midnight. Same thing, you know. Everybody run around, catch some of these guys, catch some of those guys, and all that, and then at midnight. God, see, it's a long freaking day. At midnight is the All-Star Jams, and Von Jensen will be hosting here at Sapelo, and Gary Winston's going to host over at the VFW, and that'll go till closing. So till like 1:30, 1:45, whenever.
Yeah.
And
it's just the tickets are extremely well worth the price. You know, there's a lot of music to be had.
Yeah, and it's all great bands. There
are no dogs.
No dogs.
Yeah, this is
ain't no flies on that one.
Yeah. So there's some bands that we've not seen in Walla Walla. Some bands that we see very, very few times. Evangelicals is only their second time.
Mm-hmm.
CD Woodbury, have they been?
He's never been to Walla Walla.
He's never been here. The Filter Tips haven't been.
Charlie Butts and the Filter Tips have never been here. Big Monty Amundsen has never been here.
And these are all things that Sapelo Sellers will be looking at too, to see if it's got a draw for Walla Walla, and you know, this is neat for those musicians as well, because they get an opportunity to see if they want to come back here.
Paula Carey's never been.
Yeah, I don't think so.
She hasn't?
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't think so.
So it's neat.
She wasn't playing with Randy yet when he played here last.
Oh, okay.
Was she?
I don't think so.
I don't remember if Polly played. I don't remember.
Well, it's a neat opportunity for Walla Wallans to listen to new music, to listen to some old favorites, and and I really, you know, the first couple of years we had Randy, and we love Randy. We love Billy. We had Tim Garrett Jane, Billy Roy Dinger, and we had them both for the first couple of years. But this is kind of the fledgling year. I kind of went. We've only got Wasteland Kings. Billy Dean it is.
No, Billy never played the Guitar Festival.
Oh, the Guitar Festival. I'm sorry.
But we have the Wasteland Kings. They just have a dedicated following here.
They're just fun.
That insist
they are.
They be in the festival. So I brought them back, and of course Coyote Kings. It's the Coyote Kings Invitational, So.
Of course I get a booking.
It's my freaking festival. It's my freaking Okay, no, but you know, that's why we started it. I started this whole thing because. Well, no, because here's the nice way to put it.
Yes, go.
Because Randy Oxford and Billy Stoops both had been, and other people too, had been so nice to us to help us get bookings in the Northwest.
At other festivals.
Yeah, at other festivals and stuff. And so I was trying to figure out a way to pay them back, you know, and that's why I originally wanted to do the Walla Walla Guitar Festival. So then it was like when I talked to Abby about it, and then I talked to the tourism guys about it, and I talked to Kyle over at the Marcus Whitman, and I talked to, you know, everybody I talked to about it said, yes, do it. You know.
I think what's so neat about this particular festival is that what you've done is you're bringing people to Walla Walla, and as a tourism level, it's bringing people to Walla Walla, and we're getting people in beds in the hotels in Walla Walla. And then you're also dealing with venues, and you're really bringing business to our venues. And, you know, you don't worry, it's raining, it could snow, it doesn't matter. We're inside, we're in different venues, you know, and we bring the business to these venues, to the restaurants nearby. We bring business to Walla Walla with this.
And then
so that's a pretty exciting thing to do at the very first of the season.
And then the people like us who live here get a real special treat because
it's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, you know, we've gotten a regional reputation now. It's a bona fide festival in the Northwest. I've got the Tony Frederickson coming down. He's the president of the Washington Blues Society. The Ted Todd, who actually
all the bigwigs always show up.
Ted Todd's down in emceeing with Tony and Ray Hansen. Ray Hansen's our local MC, and then Tony Frederickson from Seattle and Ted Todd from Spokane. Ted Todd judges at the IBCs in Memphis. Yeah. Ted Todd's like
a national blues challenge.
A national blues figure, you know, and he comes down and does.
I remember last year it was so exciting because all the bigwigs are all standing in one place, you know, and I'm just like, wow.
Like,
hey guys, this is awesome.
This is the heavyweights of the Northwest Blues, you know.
Yeah. I'm having my picture taken with all of them.
Yeah.
You know, and we have all the blues societies in the Northwest: Cascade Blues Association, South Sound Blues Association, Washington Blues Society, the Inland Empire Blues Society out of Spokane, and the Walla Walla Blues Society are all co-sponsors of the festival. And I should get this in: CH2M Hill and Blue Mountain Crossing and the Marcus Whitman and Tourism Walla Walla.
No, Red Lion.
The Red Lion and the Best Western Plus are all sponsors. Thank you. Thank you. We couldn't do it without you. Seriously, couldn't do it without you. So, I mean, the city gets behind it. The people get behind it. The regional people get behind it. All, you know, it's just that first year when I came up to people and I said, hey, I want to do this thing. I did not hear no once.
Well, we're not a city of no.
Yeah.
That's all we do.
It was like, yeah, do it, yeah. You know, here we can help. Here we can help.
Yeah.
You know, and so it was like it was one of those things where the stars aligned. You know, and it just fell together. And you know, I'm not saying it isn't a lot of work. Just trying to keep it all, you know.
You get through a lot. Yeah.
I do a lot, but it's so much fun, and you know, I get to talk to everybody and hang out, and it's just so fun to hear everybody say yes all the time, you know. So yeah, it's going to be a great show.
Probably more information than you ever needed.
No, I love it. Well, this is the third time, and I loved it more and more every year. Last year, I didn't have enough time to watch all the bands, and it seems like this year I'm not going to be able to get to all of them, but it's exciting. I am excited. As you know, I love our music. I have something, maybe because most of my friends in the music here in Walla Walla are from, the blues. Then I got a little bit more influenced, and I'm like more inclined with the blues bands and friends and everything that has to do with blues excites me, but not necessarily blues. I love live music regardless.
Yeah.
And so if we're bringing more people to Walla Walla, we're bringing all these bands that otherwise we would probably not get to see, and walking distance, and all these people bringing, their dollars to Walla Walla to make our economy stronger. And then we get to work together because we support each other. I love when we work together for our community and for what we like, which is music.
Yeah. And I think, it's something that Walla Wallans can be really proud of. We are the reason we can have this kind of thing is because Walla Walla supports live music. And it's because our locals support live music. Sapelo Cellars wouldn't exist without that. You wouldn't have venues that even exist without that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, that's something that Walla Walla should be proud of, that we can actually support a music festival. And we do.
One thing I just wanted to point out too, it's probably, I'd say 75 to 80%, I don't know about percentages. Anyway, lots of blues bands, but also lots of roots. That's why I call it a blues and roots festival, because it's not sleepy.
Nothing
This
sleepy
is
about it.
this is for Jorge. This is for the people who go to your blog and that aren't necessarily into blues all that much. I just want you to know it's not sleepy. It's dance music. There are blues rock bands, there are blues funk bands, there are blues, there's
genre bending bands.
Genre bending, and there's country rocky kind of stuff going on, and there's just Monty Amundsen just rock and rolls, and I'd say he'd fit in really. We just went to the Nikki Hill concert. He'd be like in that vein, okay, like rock and roll, not rock. But and so there's all kinds of stuff. Don't think it's just guys being sleepy on the guitar going, "Oh, my old lady left me."
No.
Come into town that are sleepy.
No, there is no time to sleep.
They're all party
No.
bands. They're big time party bands.
People dance. People have a great time. People have a fantastic time, and I know because I've had. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it that you guys are doing this. And I'm behind the camera because I'm recording with my cell phone. These guys are fantastic, and I am so very happy and thankful you guys are doing this.
Well, thank you, Jorge, and thank you for everything you do.
Yeah, thanks for the support.
We love the nightlife Walla Walla.
Nightlife Walla Walla loves you. Okay, bye. Loving people.